Morris is like, oh, what have you guys been up to?
Oh, just doing a little bit of exploration of the city. A little bit of sightseeing.
Is he just drunk? He ran over, he stopped the bar, got the
Every
book.
time he's around Morris. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Mischief Check, The Rise of Steam. Last time, our party was traveling from Steamworks up to the capital, I guess like the keep, if you will, of the capital city of Alluvia. On their way, there were some rather tense conversations between Lachlan and his father, as Lachlan and Mirari desperately try to figure out for what reason their father has not been in their life and why he seems to refuse to want any sort of relationship with them. Also, Noggle experienced a little bit of racism, trying to
everything I ever wanted.
trying to get through the city,
What?
especially up towards the capital. Wilbert actually ran into his predecessor?
No.
Antecedent.
His antecedent
Yeah.
for the Gilded Champion. And there was some tension going on, whether or not it was romantic tension or
that remains to be seen.
yeah, that remains to be seen. The party made it to the capital. They all got interrogated before being granted entrance to see the king to try and plead for Filda's life. So we're gonna jump right back into it. Right. So you guys, the grand doors of the king's chamber are open before you. You walk in. Sitting on the throne at the far end of this large antechamber, there's the dwarven king with his blonde beard and hair all braided and looking very nice. Immediately upon you guys getting closer to him, the first thing you notice about this guy is he looks tired. He looks stressed. He does not look like he's having a good time. So you guys all step up and the guards kind of show you where to position yourselves, and one of the members of the court says, introducing His Majesty King Grandir Runekirk. Everybody in the court bows before him. Presenting this group of individuals, please introduce yourselves.
Dr. Malik Rowe.
Wilbert Harrington.
Alphonzo Gildress.
Lachlan. Noggle Pickle.
Present your case.
Regarding the criminal Filda, her release and into my custody.
And why should the king listen to your plea?
I could take care of her and take her off his plate.
She allegedly killed a man.
I wouldn't say she killed him, but she had a condition that could have put others at harm on the boats that came over here, but we don't know for sure.
And what makes you think that you'll be able to control this?
I've dealt with all sorts of curses, diseases, all sorts of lycanthropies, transformation, change, whatever you may think of it, I've probably dealt with it, and I could help her.
Have you seen this transformation take place?
Not yet, but I have seen the effects of it, and I think I have a pretty good idea of what the cause is, or at least from talking to her, and what kind of, or at least looking for the medicine or cure to help her.
What do you believe is the cause?
That there's a few running theories, but I have developed a band-aid fix, you may per se, to make sure she doesn't transform again.
Could you be more specific?
It seems to be tied to when she falls asleep.
Is it a disease?
She seems it's cursed by a family member, and so, but
Curse.
cursed. She seems it's from the divine origin. But I have even worked around divine spells before.
The collective gasps echo throughout the king's chamber. This is a very bold claim to be making, especially before the king. That you would be participating in, and then the king, and his speaker goes quiet, and the king kind of adjusts himself in his chair. And
To be clear, working.
you're gonna cut off the king?
Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. I didn't know he was speaking. I wanted to say, as everyone gasped. To be clear, not like curing them, because the things have happened. Not that I've been using them.
The king adjusts himself in his chair and. You are using magic.
No, me no. But
You
people.
said divine spells. What does that mean?
My patients have been bewitched or cursed divinely, whether by spells or other means, and they have come under my care all around my practices. And
Regardless of the source of these spells, it is all considered magic legally.
right.
So
Duh.
you.
I've come in contact with them if that's what you're asking, but I haven't used them. All my ways are through the ambition of science and finding new discoveries. We live in the capital of ambition itself, where we see Edfod doing all types of things with technology. The possibilities are endless. And so, yes, just because I work around maybe these things that have been, again, bewitched by spells, doesn't mean I'm using them.
And you said that you believe you understand her condition.
I would need to study it a little bit more to understand, as it was a brief time, and I'm not sure how well you are aware, King, about the circumstance of the boat, but they were trying times, and I only had a certain amount of time and limited resources.
As one of our own citizens was murdered.
Duh. And I'm not sure if you know that there was another accomplices in that could have happened, but
Do you know the names of these accomplices?
are we in a crowd?
I mean, the king's court is there, but like, there's not like any other citizens necessarily, just like members of his court. Guards.
There are some speculations, but I don't want to. There are only accusations that I don't want to throw out yet. But if you wish, I could tell them to you or write them down privately.
You can tell them to me now.
There was a citizen named Dom that was on the boat, and you just see Lachlan just in the back. That when you're on the boat, seemed to be an adversary and very suspicious. I mean, I think even Captain Zanto suspected him as the primary suspect of the killing.
Why do you believe that you have any reason or ability to control this beast of omen?
Not just control, but cure. And I've done things similar, but I must understand it. I have not failed anything. If I have had the time, there's been different times, and everything I do is with a purpose.
I've never failed.
Everything I do with is a purpose.
With that, the king looks past you guys to the back of the court, waves his hand, and you see a couple guards exit through the rear door. And he says, I would like you to bear witness to exactly who it is that you are trying to protect from this punishment. And the doors reopen, and there are about 7 guards, all with like these long sticks with chains attached to them, all chained up around the arms of what you can only believe is Filda, as she is led in. Her eyes have grown wide on her face, like tall, just black pits, her eyes. Her teeth have grown long and are sticking out of like her mouth, at like just jagged different lengths. Her hair is like she barely has any hair left on her head. It looks like she's torn most of it out. Her clothes are in tatters, and her fingernails have like grown into like these long claws.
Is she the same size or is she bigger?
She looks to be about the same size. And she's just like just gnashing back and forth, just like trying to break away from these chains, and all the guards are like trying to hold her in place. And the king says, "This is who you wish to save? This demon?"
Maybe, my king, do you have someone close to you?
Not since my father passed.
If someone close to you fell upon this curse, wouldn't you want to cure it?
So you were close with her?
No, I'm not. But I know many other families that have had such and such diseases or curses, more or less, that came for me from miracles, when gods do nothing. And yet I provided, but I need time. And so...
This is a very big ask.
Not only that, maybe that research could prove useful for future things for you.
Roll me a persuasion.
Have guidance.
Did you cast guidance on yourself before this moment?
Can I? I was waiting to ask.
You were waiting to ask?
Yeah, before the pause, I was.
When? Like before
After
you
this,
entered?
literally after this. 'Cause I was
Cast
gonna
guidance? Well, you'd have to do it in everyone's presence. Everyone would see you do it.
18.
18? Okay.
You're laughing at his nat 20.
John rolled a nat 20 for this, Noah. Can we? I
Why
also
is he
just rolled a
rolling?
Nat 20.
I just thought I'd roll again.
Yeah, I
we're
rolled a
not-
nat 20. So.
Not 20.
I would like some time to speak with my advisors, and we will hold a proper trial on her behalf. If any of you wish to speak to try and elicit her freedom, you are welcome to. But we have to bring forth all the evidence before we can make a decision against a known murderer of one of our citizens.
During the trial, we are permitted to see it. To be
Yes,
the trial.
you may appear as witnesses if you wish. Now, we will have a recess for 15 minutes before the trial begins. And he ushers you out.
Usher.
Baby tonight.
So do they?
Oh
The Filda's trying to eat our flesh again.
When I saw her,
Citizens.
when I saw
that.
when I saw her, can I roll like an Arcana or a History check to see if I've dealt with this
Sure.
now that I've seen the transformation?
Sure.
What is it?
What kind of check do you want to make?
I guess Arcana. Can it 18?
18?
Yeah.
Okay. This is nothing you've seen before. You don't know what's causing this. You don't know.
I'm gonna roll an Arcana too.
You upon actually
I'm
seeing
also
this
gonna roll an
transformation, you
Arcana.
don't know that you would be able to find a way to control this condition apart from keeping her awake.
I got 22.
22, Arcana,
Mm-hmm.
to see if you've experienced this before.
Yeah. Or if I know
What it
what
might
the
be.
hell this is. I've read a lot of books.
True. Make me a history check.
All right.
History.
21.
21.
Oh, that's good.
So, in your time studying, you may have dipped your fingers into some mythology books, and you believe that she might be, like, this was years ago, and you read a lot of different, like, myths on different creatures, but you believe if you went back to one of those books, you might be able to find something that might be similar to what you saw here.
Do I know the name of the book?
I mean, just like a book on various different
Just
mythos.
any book, or do I know one specific book where I'm like, I think it's in this book?
I think
about
if-
werewolves or lycanthropies.
If you probably went to a library and looked at mythology books, you'd probably recognize the cover of the one that you read back in uni.
Okay.
Can I roll a religion check too to see?
Religion check?
Because I know she was cursed. to see the nature of it.
Ethan, may I just
Dirty
say
20.
you're
20.
yeah, I got a button.
30 20.
No religious history. I don't think you really have that much knowledge or experience with religion anyways.
Can I try to remember stuff?
I mean, I've been around enough just to know
Are you able to?
maybe
Like, you're probably
Who?
familiar with common
I've been around,
religions,
but
but
I've
you
been
don't
who would
know
curse this
portion
and
of
who
your
wouldn't.
brain.
That's all.
Right.
It's
If
just
there
the
was.
base.
If I-
There's
if I'm taking-
nothing that you can
Pain
think of
tolerance,
that makes sense
high.
why someone from a religious sect would curse someone like this.
Can
Can I-
I try and remember?
Can I?
Sure.
Try and remember.
You're from the same place as her, so.
14 to remember.
Nat
history?
20
to
If
remember.
it was a history. Did you actually?
Yeah, I actually did this.
I got an
time.
18 on history, but
you have
To
no
remember anything.
knowledge or experience with this.
I'm a child.
Nat 20 for a history check.
To remember anything.
Anything?
I remember when I was a child, my mother baked a pie.
On that 20,
pie
I
I've
remember
ever
like
had.
every memory.
Suddenly the dent in the top of your head just.
Iron Giant.
Yeah, exactly, like the Iron Giant. Yeah. That's the exact visual that went through my head. No, I mean,
The history of this place.
I'm not gonna say that you know anything about her with that nat 20, but because you got a nat 20, I want to give you something.
Yes.
I'm gonna say.
Pure luck.
Here's what I'm gonna give you. This is the closest thing I can give you in relation to
This.
Filda.
Okay.
When you guys were on the boat, you all got to see the body of Quarian after he was murdered.
Yes.
And one of the notable markings on him was 3 claw scratches across his chest. And
And she still has 5 fingers.
I'm a detective.
Yes, and in your experience with
German.
dealing with the Carnivas, you recently have seen similar symbolism represented in specifically some pendants that they've been wearing.
The 3 claw.
And so you make that connection in your brain, and just like this,
Somehow.
as you guys are being escorted out of the court, you're just like, wait a minute, Filda, claw scratches. You just it's like freaking
Mind
Jimmy
pals.
Neutron, like you
Yeah.
just like go through your brain.
It's like
tubes,
doing-
and then suddenly,
Got a blast.
yeah,
Can I?
suddenly you make that
As,
connection.
as we're
I
walking
say
out,
that
can
to
I
Dr.
lean-
Melon.
Well, I was gonna lean to Dr. Mellon first, be like,
I say it to Dr. Melon.
Dr. Malik, I
See if it
believe
works.
I may know what she's suffering from.
You do know.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
yes.
believe I remember reading about this before. If I could find a library, I may be able to find the book that I read this in. Wow. I was gonna say, we have a 15-minute recess before the trial? Is there
Yeah.
a library that I can go to?
I don't think
in
they're
the-
gonna
Yeah,
let
they
you just
are.
wander freely through the castle.
I'm gonna request. Hey, can I go to the library?
Or do you plan on being a witness for the trial?
Absolutely.
And I don't think we have time.
You don't think we have time?
If you want to be witness for the trial, you have to be here when the trial begins.
Dr. Melon.
I can't like bust in with the book and be like, I
That's
object.
I've jacked.
I tell you everything.
You can try. You can try. They'll take you there, but they warned you if you're not back in time that you
They won't open the doors back up for me?
No. Once the trial begins, the doors
Where did
are
she
sealed.
go? Was she still just there, transformed?
They probably took her back to whatever cell she was in.
How long? I asked one of the guards. How long has she been transformed for?
Well, she fell asleep. We put her to sleep a few hours ago in order to observe her condition, and she has not come out of her condition since. We believe.
Is this the first time you've seen her condition?
Yes.
I'm yawning.
Have you tried putting her back to sleep?
No, nobody wants to
Double
go
sleep?
anywhere near her, but we don't believe any sort of sedatives would work.
Dr. Malone, I know you want to be the better person here, but she seems to be struggling pretty hard. What's wrong with just putting her out of her misery?
Listen, Lachlan, I'm not doing this to be the better person. I am doing this for my own reasons and try to weaponize her, and so do not come at me about Malone's child.
Kruk kind of shifts uncomfortably.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I thought. Anyway, Kruk. What do we know about? You weren't here for that one.
Damn it, Kruk.
That was my last assistant.
That was my last assistant died from this thing. Did you read the notes on such and such? Do I think something like? Do I think like a sedate? Like I can put her to sleep and that will reverse. Like if the monster falls asleep, kind of deal. She'll wake back up.
Like she will.
Like the monster
revert
try.
back?
Yeah, revert back. Kind of that kind of deal.
You can try.
I confer with Kruk to see if this is a viable theory.
Well, I mean, sleep seems to be what activates it. It could also be what deactivates it. We don't know what happened between when, she attacked Quarian and when we found her down there.
You know. Do you have some of the sleeping potions on?
Yeah, of course.
Did they let you bring those in?
Just sleeping potions.
To the king's chamber.
Did you not see? That's
Wait,
just
wait,
every
wait
all
for a
these things.
second there.
Medicines. Shh.
Do you have the sleep spell equipped?
S.
I do have a bottle of sleep potion.
You
I don't
do?
know. I have one.
Also,
It's
but I do agree with that.
Did you put that in your inventory just now, Ethan?
no promise.
Doesn't say.
I was looking around.
So yes, you do have a sleep spell in your inventory, so you could use
How'd you
that.
find those
Do you want to try and see if you can quickly make it to the library and find this book, bro?
Yes, I would love to. I want to see if I can devise a plan to get this information to him quickly.
Roll me a acrobatics.
Acrobatics. All right.
See how quickly you can get there.
19.
Okay, very good. You make it to the library. This library is huge. So give me
Is there a
a.
librarian there that I can ask?
Sure, yeah. There's an old shriveled man
yeah, who's
sitting
gonna be
behind
like,
the desk.
well, let me just look through my book.
Oh, man, is this you?
Wait, do I still have my goggles of perception?
Yeah, they give you +1 perception.
Give me +1 perception? Great. I'm gonna perceive.
You're not gonna ask the wizened old man.
I'm gonna ask him, but I'm also kind of gonna be half listening to him while I'm perceiving.
Okay. So he's like,
Oh, yes. If you're looking for books on mythos and related things, let me look through.
21.
Gotta go, old man.
21. Yeah, you spot just through like a crack in the bookshelves, you see myth like labeled on one of the bookshelves.
I run.
Run over. Give me an investigation on the bookshelf to see if you can find the book that you were looking for.
18.
18.
Really good roll.
Okay.
This session.
All right, yeah, you find it.
Yeah, I find it.
As crazy as it is, yes, you find the book.
Alright, I'm not gonna thumb through it. I want to see if I can get back to the chamber as fast as possible
Absolutely.
with the book.
Yeah, roll me another acrobatics.
Do I have to check this book out of the library?
Nope.
Don't ask him. He
No,
wasn't
I just-
gonna make it.
I just throw my library card at the guys.
Just
Yeah,
a random
library
card. Just a random.
Yeah, I lived in the city.
I don't know if you have one to the capital,
Expired.
to the king's.
Yeah, it's definitely expired.
Castle.
It's expired.
No, you don't have to check it out.
All right.
They know it's for the trial, so.
Alright, run back. What am I checking?
Acrobatics. I'm going to tell you the DC for this one. It's going to be a DC 15. Roll it here so everyone can see.
In the bowl.
On the glass.
13 plus
2.
2.
Yeah! There you go.
All right. Yeah, you make it back.
Alphonzo's
Well, then,
carrying.
like, the doors are closing like this.
Just as the doors are opening up and they're calling, all those for the trial, please enter the king's chambers. As you're running back up.
I'm like,
Also, I don't have a sleep potion. I lied.
Alphonzo, you made. You did.
Yeah, I made it. I wasn't gonna use it. I was just seeing if I could get away with it. But you didn't ask. I deleted it. I'm not using it. I'm bringing it up now. I'm done.
Wow.
You lied to me for 20 minutes, Ethan.
20 minutes? More like 2. More like
3.
2.
Noah,
Yeah.
I say my information to.
Yeah, while he was gone, you can relay your information.
On the way. Oh. Hey, yo, Dr. Mellon, I think I noticed something for some reason.
This is weird.
It is. So, you remember Quentin or whatever his name was? Aquarian? Yeah, same thing. Anyway, he's got he had like 3 claws on him, like, and this person has 3 claws on him, as well as the Carnivas had 3 claws. on
No.
him.
The person that they have 5. It's not the same.
It is the same.
What person had 5 claws on them?
Didn't Filda have 5?
Yeah.
Filda had 5 claws.
Well, it's the same markings as all of these people. So I don't know if that helps you at all.
Relaying the opposite information.
It's the right thing.
I know.
Intelligence.
I mean, are you trying to tell me that Filda didn't kill Quarian?
Potentially. At least this
Thank
is what
you.
I'm thinking. Is probably
Spasibo.
did
Thank
not
you.
happen. Yeah.
That quite honestly make or break the case.
We could, because we need a motive why she wouldn't. And I mean, I already knew that it was probably a mask, and she was just the fall guy or fall gal or fall werewolf, whatever.
She's not a werewolf.
Lycanthrope, whatever. Lycanthrope, similar. Fall person, and so, I mean, connecting to the Carnivas might be a good thing that we can check. And the Carnivas do like to mark their kills and all that, make them public, right? And
Yes.
could be good information.
You hear my Converse squeaking around the corner, like. So I'm like running out.
I come strolling in behind him holding a piece of paper. You know they just give you a library card if you ask for it, and you can like check out as many books as possible. I've already accumulated 20 golden fines.
What the?
Put that in my pocket.
You were running with me to the library?
That whole time.
That whole
Yeah, I was
time
there.
we were rolling.
were in my
Lachlan
back
just
fat.
did it. You were.
I'm getting adept.
Where did you go?
To the library. Look at this. I get to. Can I? Is that a check?
Is that a check just to go to the right?
As you guys are walking into the king's chamber.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Roll to see if you can somehow land on
Is
the
that
exact
history?
page.
Wait, do I have, like,
No,
guidance
you're just
or
flipping.
something?
It's a luck check.
Can I cast guidance?
11.
Can I cast
What
guidance?
what the book is this?
Can I,
This
can I
is-
You want to cast guidance around all these guards?
It's just a touchy. Just a touch.
This.
Is it verbal and somatic?
Yes.
Then they would know that you're casting a spell.
Yeah, that's what I did.
This is the book. This is the book that has her condition in it.
Whisper it.
So what book is it? A medical book? Or
It is a book of mythology.
let me see. What's the title and like what? What's the division? Or, like, is it by like? Explain what the book is.
Yeah, the book's title is The Various Mythos of Alluvia. You don't recognize the name of the author. It just seems to be some elven name.
I mean, I look through the table of contents. Can I just look through it real quick to see the table of contents if there is one?
I mean, you wouldn't know based on the table of contents
Or
which one it is.
Are there
You'd have to find it.
illustrations?
Yeah, there's like sketches. Yeah. So one of you would have to thumb through it.
I mean, I can thumb through. I'd recognize.
Yeah, you
what
probably
I'm
have an
looking
easier
for.
time finding it than you would.
yeah, go ahead.
So you guys are walking into the trial. You see that Filda is in like a multi-layered cage off to the left as you guys are walking in. There's various citizens that have come in that are just here to sit in on the trial. And there are actually a couple people that you guys recognize among the witnesses. Like you're being led to kind of where the witnesses all sit. You see, what's his name? I can't remember his freaking name.
Zonto?
You see Bosch.
Bosch.
Detective Bosch is there.
No.
And you see... who's the other one? I can never remember these characters' names. It's been that long. I can't remember my own characters' names.
It's only been a couple episodes, you guys.
Magnus?
The guy who shaved his legs.
Yeah, the guy that shaved his legs. Exactly.
Morris.
Morris Morales. Thank you.
Misty, you mean?
So you
We're
guys
keeping it
are
all.
led to the
Except most
witnesses
of it.
next to Detective Bosch and Morris Morales. And the speaker in the court says, "May the trial for Filda Isilelian begin." And
are we near Bosch and Morris?
you guys are like standing at the same, like there's like some seats all in a group for you guys.
I mean, do they acknowledge us when we walk in, or?
Bosch is like peering suspiciously at Filda, but Morris kind of like nods to you guys as you walk up.
Can I do a check every couple minutes to see if I find the page?
Yeah. Like I'd say every time a witness goes up, I'll let you make a check.
All right.
So as long as you find it before your time to go up comes, you should be fine.
I whispered to Bosch, "Oh, fancy seeing you here."
Bosch. Yeah, man. He's well. Okay, let me do that again.
Bosch from Bosch Town.
Never gets old.
Bosch is just like, yeah. Good to see you too. He's still staring very suspiciously across the court at Filda.
Wasn't it you that thought it was Dom and not Filda and all this, and now you're looking at her suspiciously?
Do I know you?
You will.
All right.
Grab him.
Can't wait
Anyways,
to kill Bosch.
He's already dead.
I'm just trying to figure out what that thing is.
It's.
Oh, hey, I remember you.
Oh, what's up?
What's going on, man?
Nothing. I'm just chilling.
Did you tell anybody about our, investigations?
I didn't say nothing.
Good man.
I told everyone.
Morris is like, "Oh, what have you guys been up to?"
Oh, just doing a little bit of exploration of the city. A little bit of sightseeing.
Is he just drunk? He ran over, he stopped the bar, got the
Every
book.
time he's around Morris, he's
There's
suddenly
a bar
drunk.
/ library.
I've exercised induced asthma, sorry.
Alphonzo just peering through the book.
Order in the court. The guy bangs his gavel.
Okay.
Um, So, the speaker's like, "This case is for the life of Filda Isilelian. She has been accused of murder of one of our very own Illuvian citizens while traveling from the Verla Isles to Illuvia. She is one of 2 suspects of this murder. The other one has somehow managed to escape and is loose somewhere, so we would like to get some descriptions of anybody that may have encountered the other suspect. Yes. As you can see, Filda is currently in quite the state. We believe that this may have been the state she was in when she allegedly committed the murder. So we have a few witnesses that would like to speak on her behalf in defense. So make your cases now.
Do we just go?
Yeah, who wants to go first?
Yeah, I guess I will.
Okay, bro, make your check.
Just like
Yeah, like
My
check.
bad.
16.
You don't find it. Just yet.
Hopefully it's a lower in DC.
19 to find it?
I mean, I speak up and I just relay.
Please tell the court your name.
Dr. Rowe. Malik Rowe.
And how do you know the...
I was on the same boat as Filda when we were coming over.
Make her case.
I mean, obviously she's cursed, as you can see, so she's out of her control. And 2, we don't really fully know. It was never fully found out, at least to my knowledge, that she was the one that did it. We never fully figured it out, to be fair. And another case is she confided in me that she wanted help, and so that's why I'm here, to try to help her, and I think I'm going to help everybody in the city and the king and her with given time.
Very well. That's all you wish to say?
I mean, given her case, like, we haven't studied it or known it or known the cause of it. You've just witnessed it once. She put her to sleep, so you can finally make this charade of her being in this vicious state, rather than just letting her be in her other form.
I think it's rather bold to call this a charade. As she's like pulling a couple of the bars apart,
Well, it's
snarling.
Well, being around, I know enough about courts and everything. Obviously, she is terrifying. I'm not saying, but you could have at least kept her up for a few more hours before the trial.
I believe we wanted to be fully aware of what we were dealing with.
And that is fair. And so, but don't you think it should be fair also to see what she wants too?
The king, so you've been talking with like the speaker. The king just kind of nods, and the speaker says, "All right, is that all you have to say?"
For now.
All right. Next witness.
Are you looking at me?
Does any of you guys want to go up?
Do you need,
No, I
do you need
All
someone
right,
to stop?
Bosch raises his hand, and they, all right, please come up. Make your check, bro.
17.
17.
Bro.
Just want somebody. You need the book.
I've been having such good rolls.
They're all so good.
They are very good rolls, but it's not what I'm looking for.
What'd you roll this time?
What is he trying to punch the guy?
Nice. So Bosch comes up on the stand, and they're like, please tell the court your name. And he's like, yes, my name is Detective Bosch. I was on the boat with this creature during our voyage from the Rilla Isles. And in my experience, she has been violent, she has been non-cooperative, and she committed murder against my good friend. All right? Anything else?
Is there cross-examination? Can I No, it's just we don't even speak. Okay.
And, alright, the king just kind of looks suspiciously at Bosch. Bosch says, as you can tell by my hat and my magnifying glass here, I am a detective, and I have dealt with many murder cases in my time, and I do believe that she is a threat to society as a whole.
Bosch is a kobold, right?
Yes, it's the kobold.
Are they looked frowned upon up here?
Use the racism to your advantage.
No, don't do it.
No. Not that you're aware of.
Not that I was just curious because I don't know if kobolds
The
are a
king looks at
lesser
him suspicious.
race. Or
No,
not.
for sure.
Genuinely.
No, one of those lesser races.
Genuinely, like.
Bosch gets shot
Monstrosity
off the
races.
stand, like, all right,
Like barbarians,
thank you for
orcs.
your testimony.
I can go.
Yes, please come up,
Uh,
bro.
I thought that said 21.
21!
Dyslexic check.
So Lachlan approaches the stand, or does he just stand in place?
You go up to the stand.
Okay.
Can I
approaches
help? Can
the
I help him
stand.
for the next check and be like, where do we have to go here? Look
Yeah,
through
you could give him a help action for sure.
Yeah.
And Lachlan goes,
to really understand where
What is
I
your name?
Oh,
Where's the child up there?
I go by many names, far and wide, but most refer to me as Lachlan the Wise.
Lachlan the Wise.
Why is the child up there but none of you idiots?
So, to understand my position on the murder, one must first return to my childhood. I know I appear to you as a child now, but even
and he just starts like filibustering the entire thing, like fully like.
when I was a boy, I
It's
learned that
working.
hard
Good
work
time.
makes your dreams come true.
And he just fully
Can
gonna
we
take
get a
as
second
long.
round?
Yeah, can we get like
Small.
multiple rolls if he buys time with this, please? Because ours have been like a minute. If he's doing that, that's like 10 minutes.
Reese, roll me a
Filibuster check.
persuasion check.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's working out. He's buying us time.
Or is it performance?
I know.
Yeah, roll me a performance
I
check. Thank
plus
you.
2 to both.
I'm trying. He won't go up.
She means nothing to me.
13. If this is a
Combined?
fix,
I could save
combined.
another wife.
If this is a
could
when
save
when can I
future
choose to use
wives.
my inspiration? If this
Major.
is
Wilbert.
If I tell you it fails and you want to use it, then you can use
Okay.
it. They're gonna kind of bang their gavel and be like, relevance to the court, to the case.
Can I reroll? That's worse. There
Yeah.
goes my
It was cocked.
inspiration.
Lucky.
It was not cocked. It was a
Alright.
10.
Did you use it? Your
Please, if
inspiration?
you have anything to say about the criminal, then please do.
Yes. Me and Filda go way back.
Roll me a deception check.
I nudged to Croc. Croc, you need to go up there and buy us some time.
14.
14.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because in the mind of a child, several weeks is way back. Think, my lifespan has been much shorter than
Percentage-wise.
yours. So for me,
The Philippines.
truly several weeks in your lives to those who are, I would assume, adults, 20, 30, or 40, several weeks is the period of several months to you, when our time is relative. So, that is how long I have known Filda. Do me a favor, I didn't really catch her last name. If you could, like, give it to me, like, slowly.
It's Silalian.
How do you, can you use that in a sentence, please?
We are going to.
And she taught me, truly, the power
We
of
should get at least
hard
3
work.
checks with the amount of time that's gone by.
And please hurry. And she taught me the power of hard.
Can we just roll for you
She
right
was a
now?
good woman.
Oh my gosh.
That's great.
All right, bro, make another check.
Alright.
You get help.
You get the
Help.
help
I
action.
mean, yes.
What does that give me?
Just
Extra roll?
advantage.
Advantage.
Advantage? Alright. 13.
Counts.
Doesn't count.
Unless it's not 20.
Unless it's not 20, that counts.
6.
All right.
Help.
With that 13, you do find it.
Whoa!
Oh, they dropped down.
It was
Even
probably
that-
dropping.
Yeah, it was. Okay.
Or was it just like specific?
Nobody knows.
Specific page.
Specific number. Maybe a specific
Oh!
number. Okay, anyway, go.
Alright.
That's cool.
What does it say?
You open it up, and it says that the. Let me try and like kind of ad-lib this. Basically, the name of this myth is the Fallen Angel. There are a lot of, mostly just accounts of people hearing screams. But there are
Oh,
a
that's
couple of documented cases. There are a couple of documented cases from the end of the war with the Githyanki 3 centuries ago, of people seeming to be possessed and the same scream that letting out those same screams.
The Githyanki being possessed, or like people
Just towards the end of
just
that
towards
war.
the end of the war? It doesn't.
Not
Yes.
people. Just Yankee.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yes, there are known cases of it. It doesn't say that there's any known cure or any known way to necessarily manage it, but it does make references to, like, you know, when they fall asleep is when the possession takes over.
I'm like, I look at Dr. Malone and I'm like, oh, well, shit, this doesn't have a case at all.
Give us a name though.
It does give us a name.
The Fallen Angel.
I can go up there. You want me to go up there and riff a little bit?
Maybe if you can, we can maybe come figure
We
out.
can come.
Yes.
Knew it was coming.
I don't know why that made me laugh so hard.
The king is going to bang his gavel and be like, "This child has nothing to say for the case. Send him."
In conclusion, Filda was a good person. I forgot I have stage fright. Goodbye.
It's a little bitter about it.
Do we have any other witnesses that would like to speak? And Kruk also raises his hand. He's like,
Let them go. Let them go. We're good. Croc, do you know anything about the Fallen Angel?
I have no idea.
Curses.
No
Now that I know a name, can I do any history checks on the name?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a history check.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. I think you've probably heard it in passing, but you don't remember, like, you've been around, you've talked to a lot of people, dealt with a lot of various different types of conditions, so you've probably heard the term thrown around as like a reference,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not something you've encountered very much and not for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, you step up onto the witness stand.
Mm-hmm. I'm waiting for him politely to ask me my name.
What is, please introduce yourself to the court.
My name is Alphonzo Gildreth. Still
Get
drunk.
Yankee.
My name is Alphonzo Gildreth. I am
You hear a very loud, exasperated sigh come from the crowd.
Oh, that's
I am a artificer. I'm a learned man. I'm a man of science, and I know many things.
Yes, he does.
In my research, I'm a supporter of Dr. Malik, and in my research, I have actually come across this condition before. We don't yet know a cure. It is known as the fallen angel. We don't yet know a cure for it, but we are one step closer to finding a cure if we can identify the exact source of the condition. So I believe we've shown that we have taken steps in this research, and we will be able to progress in this research further towards finding a cure for this woman, Filda.
Yes, yes.
Roll me a persuasion.
Very good.
Hand him the book.
+0.
40.
That's a 6.
7.
Melon's time.
You see a guard walk up to the king and whisper something into his ear, and he says, "This witness is not credible.
What?
I am incredibly credible.
Incredible.
We have heard from his father. He seems to be a bit deluded and has lost his mind, so I'm afraid that we can't take your witness seriously." So a couple guards come to take you
about
off
the
the
book?
stand. I need you to make your special check.
Did you hand them the book?
Not a special check.
No, special.
And that way.
That's a 6.
Uh-oh. I don't think
All
you
right.
succeeded his special check.
I'm like, I kind of like come to a little bit. I look around.
Oh no.
You hear some music playing.
I hear a bit of music playing. I look around. Now, how old is this king? He's a dwarf, right?
He's a dwarf.
40.
Let me double check his age. I know I have it written down.
Is the king acting as the judge? Or
Yes.
is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, the king's the one that makes the call. Nobody is.
That's why I figured.
Higher
I just wanted to
authority.
double check.
Let's kill him.
I'm just gonna have a little document here for
I agree.
him.
That guy.
He is 30, like late 30s.
He's only late 30s. That's like a baby for a dwarf.
He hasn't been king very long, all things considered.
Didn't you say he was born a king?
But
Or
in
like
terms of a dwarf's age, he hasn't been a king very long.
Does he? Is he from the same line of kings?
As his, what do you mean?
Was
Is-
it
is it
royalty
been-
lineage?
Yeah.
Like his dad was the king?
Yeah, his dad was
He
the
was a
king.
prince?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so on
yeah.
and so forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a royal line.
Would I recognize him?
No.
No, you would. Not.
I wouldn't recognize
You
him.
would not recognize him.
I think I might recognize that I'm in deep shit though.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Sorry. No, you still would not recognize him.
I think I would. Well, all right. I'd recognize that I was in the King's Court at least. I was being pulled off. So I'd just be like, "Oi, what the fuck is this? Get the fuck off me, you sons of bitches!"
Oh, the crowd goes crazy, and a couple more guards come and grab you and grapple you and take you out of the court.
Lachlan stands up. Unhand him!
Child.
He's right. Unhand me.
Croc, look. Note that down about Alphonso. Just.
What's going on, Alphonso?
I don't know.
Are there any more witnesses you would like to bring forward? The Croc's like, all right, please come step forward. Present your name, introduce yourself to the court, and he's like, my name's Croc, and I haven't known Filda very long, necessarily, but well, we met on the boat, and Dr. Malik and I, we tried to help her. We were with her throughout a lot of the time leading up to when she fell asleep, and even afterwards, we tried to do everything we could to help her. She's a good person. She really was, I think, more scared of herself and what she might do than anything else. And I think that, while she may have been involved, I think that she was outside of her control, and we should at least give her a chance to try and figure out what's going on with her before we, condemn her to something that she has no control over. I do think that he has the book because you probably left it behind. He holds up in the book. He's like, this book it talks about a case that seems to be describing what she has here. And I believe that with this information and with some more tests, we could find out everything that we need to know in order to potentially cure her, or at least to control her condition. And the king's like, I see. And he says, "That's enough out of you." And Croc's like, "Okay, thank you." And he walks back over. And he's like, "Did I do okay?"
That's good.
Any more witnesses would like to come forward? Very well. Allow me a few minutes to review the testimonies you have given, and I will present my verdict after a short recess. So he bangs his gavel, and you see him kind of just like looking over some of his notes on his desk. The crowd kind of begins to intermingle, and people are talking. Shall we go check on Alphonzo?
Duh. Yes. He got kicked out.
Yeah, here.
Oh, okay. Yes, we should.
They put me in a jail cell.
They put you in a jail cell?
They locked him up.
Okay.
So who all wants to go and help try and find Alphonzo?
I'll go.
You two and Croc.
I'll stay down here.
But Apple stay with you, and I think Hummus will come with you.
Hummus is not here.
Oh, that's right, Hummus isn't here. Great.
Am I going? Did you say?
If you want to.
Do I think I can go visit him and come back before the verdict?
Debatable.
I'm gonna tell Croc. Croc, go make sure he's okay. I have to stay here for Filda.
Yes, master, I will.
And leave the. Let me see the book.
And so you guys head off.
Who else heading off?
Lachlan, Wilbert, and Croc are going to find you. So we're going to cut to that really quick, and then we'll come back to the verdict afterwards.
Where's Magnus?
Magnus is staying there. So you guys head out through the back doors, and you see a couple of guards coming up from a staircase at the end of the hallway.
Is that a question? RP question.
Gotcha. You see a couple guards coming up from a staircase at the end of the hallway, and they walk over to you guys, and they look a little frazzled.
Grab him.
Can we visit him?
Oh, what, the crazy guy?
We're looking for Alphonzo.
Oh, well, that guy said his name was Malone.
Post?
He said his name was Malone.
Post.
Well, that's not our friend. Maybe he's somewhere. Is there another prison?
He's pretty much.
We only have one prisoner right now.
That's not our friend, though. Maybe there's another one.
No, just the one guy. Said his name's Malone.
Can we see him?
I mean, if you wish, we'll go with you. Yeah. They walk you guys
Before
down.
we go down the stairs, I go. Uppies.
Uppies.
I just open up my flap.
Oh my god.
I
The
crawl on the
guards
flap.
look-
I
Be
pop
nice
back
and
out.
warm.
Do you still have the pouch that
Yeah.
I crafted wrapped around you, or have you gotten rid of it?
No, I haven't gotten rid of anything.
Okay, then I'll crawl like through your flesh. Like, you can see just a lump of me just like moving around your body, and then I pop out on your back and crawl into the.
Guards look horrified.
Intimidation.
But they lead you down the stairs. There's like a spiral stone staircase down into like this kind of dimly lit, just like torches lighting this kind of dungeon down here. And you see what looks like Alphonzo in one of the cells at the end of the corridor.
Do I still have my loot?
Yeah.
I'm sitting on the ground in the cell. They haven't given me a bed. I've got my glasses off, and I've got my loot there, and I'm like playing the blues. I'm like absolutely shredding it, like. Got a cigarette.
Everyone's getting flashbacks to his time in prison.
The blues is just literally playing random notes
Exactly.
that sound nice together. But yeah. So he's just in there. Do you guys want to say anything to him? Croc's like, Alphonzo, are you okay? What happened, man?
Why does everyone keep calling me that?
That's your name.
It ain't never been my name.
What is your name?
Malone.
Malone?
Yeah. Why are you so interested in me anyways?
You're a friend.
I ain't friends with any of you.
We've been traveling together for like 3 weeks.
No. We absolutely have not.
What have you been up to?
Might have got a little drunk last night. Think I was in a bar. That's probably why I'm in this prison today. Probably did something I didn't really want to do. Know what I mean?
What year is it?
Oh, it's what year is it?
That's a great question. Let's just say for the sake of continuity, it's the year 1212.
All right. Well, I mean, are you some kind of idiot or something?
Probably, but what year is it?
904. It's been 904 since fucking January.
I don't think he's okay.
It's.
Croc, do you have any idea what could be going on?
I don't know, but.
You're supposed to be the expert here.
Listen, give me a second here. He's like thumbing through his book.
Of his dead assistants, maybe that came before him.
There's blood splattering on me.
Assistants, Malik's assistants.
Here's what Croc's gonna try and do.
It's procedure.
You know that scene in The Incredibles where like he
Whatever Croc rolls,
shows
you
up
gotta
at
pass
the
my check.
base and it shows like all the superheroes' faces like
Bro.
deceased.
Yeah.
Deceased.
Yeah.
That's what Croc
That's
is
what
flipping
Croc's
through in his book with
all the assistants
other
notes
deaths.
about the past.
Deceased.
Died a horrible burning, failing transformation, drank too much poison.
It's like the Incredibles.
Yeah, that's
where-
what- that's
I'm sorry. I just tuned back in. Yeah.
yeah. Drank too much poison. Did failed miserably in a spider pit.
Yeah. Nat 1 just has Nat 1.
That one.
Brought Malik the wrong tea.
Brought Malik the wrong tea.
Didn't tuck in right. Didn't
Died
sing
after
that
10
Nat
minutes
song.
of being in Hawk's presence.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Croc has a spell called Augury. I don't know if you're familiar with it. But basically, he can cast like various different objects, and he can seek like otherworldly interference to determine the outcome of his like the next few actions that he takes. So it doesn't. It says that it's up to the discretion of the DM. Which one of these things happens, but I'm gonna leave it up to a roll because that seems more fair.
Show us the roll.
So we're gonna do a D100 roll.
Show us the roll.
He has a 75% chance of getting the outcome that he wants. Okay, so I'm gonna roll a D100, and anything from 26 and up, he will pass this check. Okay.
T1.
Oh, I thought we had one.
Oh my gosh.
Nope.
I thought we had an actual
So,
die.
Croc like just starts throwing a bunch of like bones and like little rocks on the ground. He's like, I don't know what to do.
Try again.
Do you have any ideas?
I light my cigarette with another cigarette.
Been there.
I wish I was there.
You guys have any ideas?
Me too.
What would Malik do?
Sleep.
I could break him out.
Say that in front of the guards? No.
Wilbur chooses the chaotic path.
100%. Yes.
Wilbur, you're an adult. Talk to him. I don't
Wilbur.
know. Make him see sense. Maybe the power of love will convince him or remind him of who he was. Show him the power of love.
Alphonso, I love you.
What What the fuck are you talking about?
Sorry, Malone.
You're ruining my flow.
How is he talking with 2 cigarettes in his mouth?
Yeah, double fisting the cigarettes.
Aye.
Do you know anybody named Alphonzo?
Not that I can think of.
What do you look like? Describe yourself to us. Just features-wise.
Why are you so interested in me, kid? This is getting a bit weird.
I mean, from
It's a
our
very weird request.
I understand this is strange. From our perspective, you've been traveling with us as a nice, kind man.
You don't got eyes in your head?
2 of them.
Do they work?
I think so.
Uh-huh.
Well, you've been traveling with us, and he would support, right, Wilbur?
You've been traveling with us for...
Sometime.
I bet I can guess what's in your pocket.
Lord of the Rings reference.
Yeah.
It's
Is
a-
it? I don't
it's
know.
a third
What
cigarette.
does Bagginses have? It's pockets.
You can guess what's
How
in
about this?
All right,
If
all
I
right,
can
go
guess
ahead.
what's in your
Alrighty.
pocket, then you gotta come with us.
How the fuck are you gonna do that? I'm in a fucking cell.
Well, we'll work that out. You have... I don't have his inventory pulled up. I'm just gonna try and remember. You have, some rocks in your inventory. And you have, a pendant with 3 claw scratches on it. It doesn't have the clay anymore.
Did he get disarmed of the springadoodle?
You have like some flowers that you turned into like a colorful like powder, like some paint or something. What does he have? He doesn't have the springadoodle anymore.
Well, our weapons are
Yeah.
at
Is
the
that enough
front
to
door.
convince you?
I reach in my pocket. 2 out of 3, Birdman.
2 out of 3? What? What did I get wrong?
I don't carry rocks in me fucking pocket.
You had rocks on you.
I thought
I'm
they were
all out of
ammo
small
for the...
stones.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he's all out of
I have
them.
paint
There's
supplies,
probably
and
some
I have a
dust in
pendant.
You
there.
used them during the combat.
He did.
Probably
he did.
some
That's what I was
like,
wondering. Like
dust, like some pebbles left over.
Yeah, like some
Oh,
like gravel.
pebbles.
Yeah.
Well, how would I have known about the other 2 things?
It's a good question. This is a pretty pendant. Where'd this come from?
You got it from a goblin
Literally,
earlier today.
you literally died.
Set it down.
You're
like,
down.
Oh, also. Oh, yeah, I guess
Wait,
you might
wait,
have your
yeah.
armor on now anymore.
And the year's 1212. You can ask anybody.
We're not here, but yeah.
Full of shit.
I promise. We'll call somebody down here. We don't even have to like ask. Like we don't even have to go up and like tell them. Anybody here will tell you what the year is.
I must have drank more than I realized.
I look to the guard and I'm like,
What would it take to get him out of here?
Well, if he's able to control himself, I'm sure that we could, maybe work out a deal.
I'm gonna do a persuasion on the guard.
Okay.
What the?
All right.
Malone.
Malone's gonna do a persuasion on the guard.
Pre-Malone.
post.
Pre-Malone.
Post.
Mid-Malone.
Mid.
Malone.
Current.
Current Malone.
Past Malone.
I'm sorry, mate. I was
Future
just
Malone.
sobering up. You know, it sometimes it takes me a little bit still in my system. You know, I swear I'm sober now. I drank a glass of water, everything like that. So, if you could please let me out here, I promise I'll behave. 21.
Woo!
21.
Give us a couple gold and let you go.
I don't have any fucking gold.
I hand him.
What is this, a shakedown?
You give it a couple gold, Wilbert?
Yeah.
They take it and they unlock your jail cell, and they walk you back up the stairs, and then they take you out the entrance. They don't take you back into the court.
I'm gonna sleight of hand that gold back out of his pocket.
No, bro.
We're gonna have to kill these guards.
How much gold did I give him?
2.
Got a couple, so I'm
That,
assuming.
that means you have half
Couple.
efficiency.
2 or 3.
So roll just sleight of hand. So you
What?
did,
That's 20?
the plus
Did I-
you see there's what you're rolling.
Nat 20 for sleight of hand?
20 guys.
Yikes.
I stealthed it.
8.
Eight.
Gosh, dude.
And we're dead. No, we're not dead.
Do you want to use an ability to help yourself here?
Let's see.
Are you a bard now?
All right.
Why are we whispering?
Because we're working out secret character
Secret
stuff.
things.
We're not secret around here.
Rolling
Wait,
after
wait.
whispering.
No, don't roll that. Don't roll that.
Don't roll it.
You're gonna roll.
D6.
You're gonna roll a d6.
I know. I see it all.
3.
So what does that
So
make?
11.
11. I'll roll a perception. He got a 6 on the die. You slip him out of his pocket.
Golly.
How many gold was that?
2 gold.
2 gold.
But they transfer from Wilbert's inventory to your inventory.
Oh man.
Did you take the 2 gold out of your inventory?
Yeah, I did.
Thank you. All right, so you guys are escorted out of the court, or out of the palace entirely. Meanwhile, in the courtroom, the king bangs his gavel. Unless you guys want to do some role play during the little break.
This probably would to be chatting up with Badab. Are you with us?
Yes, it's me and you and Badab.
I'd probably just be like,
And Magnus.
I'd probably just be, I'd say something to Badab like, oh man, yeah, this is not looking so good.
I mean, it's almost a lost cause anyways, man. Like,
I mean,
From
they
what
saw
I-
me, they saw you. It's pretty much.
yeah, I mean, I don't know why, why Edvard even sent me over here. Like, he
Same, yeah.
lost one of his best men on that boat, so.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious. I'm curious that he
What?
I've never seen that look in your eyes before.
What?
You were like, so I'm sure. It's like, he's got
He
so
changed.
wide-eyed.
Change.
He got the
We all
disease.
are.
I need to see the replay.
He got the Vilda.
This is the replay.
That's why I'm curious why Edward okayed me coming to try to free her,
Yeah, man.
knowing that, well, assuming that she killed one of his best men.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know who.
Is this Badab?
No,
Or
this is
Magnus.
Magnus. I didn't know who this case was all around until they said it in the court there. But yeah, I knew Quarian. Yeah, he was solid.
Do you know why Quarian was on the boat to begin with?
He was on some mission for Edvard. I mean, I don't. He's very particular who he lets in on various different. I don't want to say missions, just like various different goals that he's trying to accomplish.
He used Quarian a lot for these goals.
Quarian was definitely one of his go-tos for a lot of his more secretive missions. So yeah, he was gone for a couple of weeks.
Interesting.
Carnivores are probably a part of this to some degree.
Yes, well, we didn't see any Carnivores on the boat, did we not? Well, actually,
The big guy.
Oh, Gaddafi.
Gaddafi technically, but
That was
yeah. I was
Gaddafi
also
the
looking at-
violent.
Yeah.
And the goblins that were with him.
The goblins were elected, or not elected, like the hired guard to keep him under wraps while he was being transported to the capital.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Regardless, Filda was just the down person, the person that take the fall, take the blame. On a side note, Magnus,
Oh, yes.
do you know?
It's
Being a little
clown.
jittery. I know he's a little.
It's like a clown.
I know. I was like, wait.
I was laughing because it got.
He was laughing at the
He started laughing at it.
It's an exponential increase. It's like those videos where like a ball hits and then like it doubles and then like it
Yeah.
quadruples, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a special young lad. Lachlan is.
Sure.
What? you just
A single
you just
tear
hear the
falls
sigh.
from Lachlan's cheek
He doesn't
mid
know why.
conversation.
Just doesn't know
He
well.
doesn't know why.
Why, man? Like, you don't seem the type to leave your own son.
On the record, I don't have a son.
On the record, but we're off the record. So do you or do you not?
Not in the presence of the king. All right.
There's something. He's got the eyes of many on him. That want to use him for whatever power, prophecy. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man. He's a special kid. Why? I need to know. Bubblecult is after him. Some other.
I don't know.
Yes.
Why?
Yeah. I don't know.
Never-
That's what I'm asking you. They think he's some sort of prophecy.
It's my first time meeting the kid.
Mm.
He's in the bubble cult, Watson,
And,
and you have no idea why.
he's part of some prophecy of bringing back their bubble god. And even Edvard seems a little worried about it, but he doesn't know, at least to my knowledge. Edvard is the whole point that Edvard is sending us on this mission for the artifacts is that they're tied to the bubble cult.
You're going to get an artifact.
Yes.
Where?
Where was it again?
Karat.
Karat. Thank you. I was gonna say Kruk. I was like, no.
That's not correct.
He has to kill him.
Karat. After this, we're supposed to go back, get ready, and go.
I see. Well, I can't go with you, that's for sure.
I'm not asking that, but
And I can't let certain parties know that I have a son.
that's what I'm whispering.
Yes, so let's move past this. There's nothing more to discuss here.
I need more than that.
Why?
My interests are my own.
We'll talk later.
Deal.
So the king bangs his gavel, and he says, "Citizens of Illuvia,
This is it.
Filda Isilenion is a victim of a very unfortunate set of circumstances. She is not one of ours. She is not a citizen of Illuvia, so therefore she is not granted the same grace as our citizens would in this situation. However, given the how would you say what's the word I'm looking for here?
Circumstances.
Gratitude, circumstance, context.
Given the dedication that Dr. Malik Rowe here has seemed to show to try and help her out of this circumstance. He does have citizenship here, and I would like to grant him my blessing, give him a small amount of time to try and figure this situation out, and if he is unable to, then she will be returned here and will face the ultimate punishment. That is my verdict. She is innocent with an asterisk. He bangs the gavel.
Yeah.
Spasiba. Thank you.
And then he gets up off his throne and turns and walks back.
Okay. She's probably. I mean, where is she?
She's still in the cage, just kind of going
Up there
wild.
or back down?
She's like to the left of the throne.
Yeah. Does that mean I get to, like? What does this entail? Like, I get to take her with me, or like, is there like?
Yeah,
Is there a leader?
yeah. She's now your responsibility. But she's still like snarling.
For the horse and buggy.
So you want to walk up to the guards?
Yes. Guards, do you have on hand something like a sedative or sleep
Hand them.
potion? Or materials that I can borrow to make one
Yeah,
to
we
transport
could
her
probably come up with something for sure.
before we leave. And then I
Yes.
can sedate her and bring her back to normal and then keep her up.
Oh, we could try. Yeah, they bring in some various different sedatives that they have, and they give them to you, and they're like, please.
Do you have like, can I have some meat to just give to her? I put the sedatives in the meat. Yeah. I put the sedatives in the meat and
Just like insert it. With
insert
the
it and just throw it in there.
She
What the?
just tears it apart, meat chunks flying everywhere out of the cage, and then suddenly she just like looks up at the sky and screams really, really loudly, and then she just turns back into regular Filda. She's just like, what happened?
You're a free woman temporarily.
What? Where am I?
You were just tried and found innocent at the court's room. You're welcome. Now,
Doctor Dr. Malik?
Yes. We need to find Kruk. We have to keep you awake.
Okay. And the guards gingerly walk up and undo each of the 3 cages that she's bound in. And, yeah, she's yours now.
Okay. I asked the guards, do you have any extra on hand just before I have to sleep? Thank you. Thank you.
They're gone.
How much is it?
They give you like 3 syringes worth of sedative.
Okay, that's fine.
Yummy, yummy.
Do they give him any more?
Do not go back
We,
to
More pocket meat?
we'll
No,
deal
we're
with you for a minute. We have to find the rest of everyone. I have to find Kruk. I walk down. I mean, I would assume, I don't know they're kicked out. So I would walk down to the jail or wherever I would think they would take Alphonzo.
Okay.
I walk down and are they there?
Down to the prison?
Yeah.
No, they're not there.
Is there anyone there? Like the guards?
Oh,
or?
I mean, yeah, there's guards like guarding the
Trying to
staircase
roleplay this
down.
time.
I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to think like 2 steps ahead.
Yeah, I know.
You walk up to like the guards outside of the courtroom, and they're like, you can ask them like, yeah, if you know they know where he was taken.
Do you know where Alphonso was taken?
You talking about the crazy guy from in there?
Duh, yeah.
I think they kicked him out. He's
Do we have all our stuff? Can we have our stuff and leave?
yeah, you can get it from the guards up front.
And anything that Phil does that she had.
She didn't have anything on her.
Okay.
Run.
All right. I get the stuff and we go back out.
Okay.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, so you guys have all your stuff back. You regroup with them. So role play
He's
that
beating
interaction.
Lachlan to death.
The king did not say.
Alfonso, what was that?
I wanna roll a deception on Dr. Malik. Immediately.
Yep.
Immediately I wanna roll.
What are you trying to deceive?
What are you
him
trying to deceive?
I'm trying to deceive him that everything is fine. I just wasn't feeling very good for a second, but I'm feeling better now. I'm back to being his old friend
Okay.
again.
Roll a
My-
deception. You roll an insight.
Okay.
I stare him in the eyes with my eyes, and they're now a slightly different color.
Yes, with my eyes.
What'd you get, Ethan?
9.
Oh, that's a 14.
Yeah.
Hi, mate. Yeah, my good friend. How's it going? Sorry about that back there. You know, I just had a little bit of a moment. It happens to me sometimes, but I swear to all goodness, right as rain again.
Listen, I know your dad has tarnished your name, but you don't have to act like a fool. We got to Filda. You almost cost us that.
He said his name was something else. Wilbur, tell him.
What?
He doesn't know what year it
His
is.
name is
What?
not something else.
He
What?
said it was.
Kruk, what is going on?
His name is Alphonso. He's our friend.
See?
His name is not something else. What are you talking
about,
Malik, can I
Bird?
talk to you about it, please?
Okay, what do you want, Kruk? I walk.
it's
We
a-
walk to the 10 feet to the side.
I start
He pulls up
start
his wing.
telling
He pulls
Lachlan
up his-
about like dating girls and stuff. see, son, you know.
Please come back. He's making me uncomfortable.
It's not Alphonso.
What do you mean?
He said his name's Malone, and that he thinks that it's like 300 years ago.
This party, we have a child, a schizophrenic, a lycanthrope, a fat loser. Hey man, that's an idiot! Well, this party, what?
A man with a dent in his head.
You're 10 feet away.
Yes, I know, I screamed this!
I am not.
And then hummus.
And then
Hummus waddles up. Hummus hears you're screaming and waddles up. He's like,
What's going on, you guys?
And then this idiot!
What? Hummus is great.
You're the most normal one here, Kruk!
That's not true. That's not true.
Are you kidding me?
Looks like, I don't know what's going on.
We are great.
First you kill my wife, then you call me a loser.
I'm sorry.
You killed his
sorry.
wife?
No, Niet!
Hey, we're having a private conversation. Leave us alone.
What's happening?
At the very least, he looks like Alphonso. But I think we can do some tests and figure out what's going on here.
We have to do tests on everyone, yes, I know.
Not me.
I mean, we like doing tests though, right? Do you know discovering the great unknown and all that?
He's looking at me.
I'm trying to bring the positive out of here. I'm gonna walk this way now. Turns around and walks away.
We got to Filda, that's what I understood.
Dr. Malone.
He's not there anymore.
Okay.
You say he's walking away.
Fair. Fine.
Alright, let's
Crux,
go.
Malik's too tired.
So, you guys want to head back to Steamworks?
I'm just gonna roll with this.
I'm just acting
What are you
natural.
gonna do?
I mean, I'm not. Yeah. I mean,
Alright, let's get out of
Malik's tired. He's not gonna.
Malik, he's using a bunch of words that I don't understand.
What did Crux say his name, Malone? Did Crux say his name, Post Malone?
Yeah, he told you his name was Malone.
Yeah.
I was just laughing at whatever you said. I really wanted to comment on it, but I can't. I can't.
You see, if you treat her right, son, girl will show you her chabs.
No!
Malone! I know you're not Alphonzo. I don't know what's going on. But you have. We just. I've had a long day.
Dr. Malik.
And you've had a. What do you want?
Dr. Malik!
Magnus is like, all right, guys, let's get you
have a
back to
stomach ache."
Steamworks. I need to get back to work, and I think Edvard has got your supplies ready by now.
Alright, we're going back.
Look at this. The wannabe dad. The non-wannabe dad. Oh, I just did I pull a string?
Look what you made the kid cry.
He looks like he's laughing to me.
In game, I'm crying. In game, Lachlan is hurt and confused.
Let's just get back.
We're getting back.
Magnus
some
starts
real
power
advice
walking
here,
towards
son.
the house.
I'm not a loser.
You're not. I'm sorry. You're in a great depression and.
It's fine. It's
Badap turns and looks at Nog, and he's like, "Wow, this is quite the group you got here."
On the frog. Forgot you here.
Don't comment. Says the frog. Don't
He just
comment
goes,
on that. We go too far.
You're fine.
Says the fucking bionic frog.
You don't get to speak. I don't even know who you are anymore.
I'm Alphonzo. What are you talking about?
Oh no.
I think we need to go to bed. What time is it?
Let's
All right,
just
so you
go.
guys head back through the city. You go back down the gondolas, and you get back to the factory.
I'm like marveling at everything.
Yeah.
But like guys, I'm trying to be cool about it.
all the new technology. Yeah.
This guy is gone. He's taking notes.
You guys get back to
gonna be writing in
Steamworks,
all
and
caps.
you're greeted
Alphonso.
by Edvard at the entrance of Steamworks. And he says to you all, welcome back. I hope that your journey was fruitful. And then he sees Filda walking. He's like, oh, looks like you were able to convince the king. I'm impressed. It's very difficult to get him to change his mind about anything.
We're talking to Edward. Sorry, I was writing something. Yes, the granted. I didn't even ask for how much time. Well, they
A couple weeks, he
a
said.
couple weeks. They've given me a few weeks to just treat Filda, see what I can do to either give a temporary solution or a cure.
Do you have a sample of her blood by chance?
Yes, we do.
Can I keep that here with us so we can do some tests here?
Of course.
Thank you. He takes the I'm assuming a syringe from you and just
Yeah.
puts it in his pocket. I gathered all the supplies for your journey. I believe you requested a couple of workbenches for Alphonso and Lachlan.
Yes. My workbench is right. Yeah.
Yes. And then I got you.
How much are those worth?
Shut up. Please.
You requested some supplies and
Some
like a portable.
Like
laboratory?
Laboratory, yeah, something that we can work on the fly and make potions.
Absolutely. And then I provided you all with some just like, emergency supplies, some rations, everything you need to.
Guns.
Guns as well, yes, as you requested.
I'll take one of those.
No, you won't. Anyway.
But yeah, you can divvy it up amongst your party as you need. I do also have a means of transportation for you to get to Karat. You have to go through, and
Is it nighttime right now?
it's like
Evening.
it's
Dusk.
like 5 p.m.
So we're gonna probably.
We've had a long
So,
day.
Yeah.
so he's like, now I know you're probably tired. You've had a very long day. But if you would like, I can provide you with very, casual travel to the southern leg of Alluvia, to the port, and from there you can sail south to Karat. Tomorrow morning you can leave. You can. I have inn set up for you in. I believe it's Coxport is the name of the.
What?
What?
I believe so. Did I? Oh, I
You made a port called Cuck?
One second. That's
Coxport.
Let me pull up that map.
Interesting choice.
So he takes you guys to the back of the factory, out the rear exit, and in like this big, wide open kind of courtyard, there's a big old blimp that he's gonna send you guys in to get you to the south of Alluvia to Coxport, where he has an inn set up for you guys.
How long will the travel be from Alluvia to Karat?
From Coxport there, it'll probably take you about a day's
Oh, no.
sailing.
Okay.
Yes.
So Filda's gonna come with me.
Yes, I would assume so.
Yeah. Do you have any sort of restraint or ensnaring equipment that could keep her contained in case of an emergency?
I can see what I have before we send you off. Yes. Give me a few moments, and he runs in and he comes back and he's like, "I'm sorry." Then he rolled a nat one.
Did you really?
Anything in this whole factory.
Nothing in this whole factory.
I mean, I could give you some shackles.
that will help.
You are shackled.
They're made of copper.
Just give it to me.
Me.
So he sets you guys up on the thingy,
Yep.
in the blimp,
Blimpity.
and he just basically like nods to you and turns his back and puts his hands behind his back and walks back into his factory.
And Magnus isn't coming with us.
No, Magnus stays with them. Do you want to have like some final words with Magnus before you guys leave?
Yeah, I'll before I head over to him, I'd like to think that Malone's arm is still around me, trying to like teach me about women. And before I do that, I'm gonna be like, well, Wilbert actually has a female suitor. If you'd like to discuss that with him, he could probably use the tips.
I think you could use a lot of tips.
Oh.
No.
How many tips?
And I'll kind of wiggle my way out and walk over to
I touch him.
my dad. Stop.
What? What did you say?
I go walk over to my dad.
Oh, okay, yeah. He's like slowly like tailing Edvard, and he sees you approaching, and he just kind of looks back at Edvard and sees Edvard's re-entered the factory, and he turns back to you and he's like, "I'm sorry. This is the way things have to be for now."
We're leaving now.
Yeah, I know.
Are you gonna come?
I can't leave. I have too many responsibilities here.
Do you have,
But I will see you when you get back.
do you have anything to say to us before we leave?
I'm sorry that things are the way that they are.
Do you have anything helpful to say to us before we leave?
He gets down on one knee,
He's proposing?
puts his hand on your shoulder, and he says to you, "I never thought I'd ever get to meet you.
I didn't think I'd get to meet you either.
I didn't know that there were two of you. Somehow, still confused about that part. But
That's fair.
when I left your mother, those years ago, I didn't think I would ever be involved in your childhood or raising you or ever even meet you. How you were able to find me is unbeknownst to me. But I am glad that I was able to meet you. And I wish that I could could have done things differently. And maybe there is a future in which we can have a relationship. But right now, for the sake of all three of us, I have to keep things under wraps. I can't let anybody know that you are my son and my daughter at the same time. Confusingly.
Okay, we'll see you when we get back. Right?
Yes, I'm not going anywhere.
We love you.
He rustles the top of your hair and says, knock him down, Tiger. Really awkwardly.
Lachlan turns
he doesn't know how to be a dad.
Lachlan turns around, just kind of like nods, just and walks towards the.
He slowly turns around and walks back to the factory. Those of you guys that weren't a part of the interaction, make a perception check for me.
13.
Are you listening to my squeaking?
So squeaky.
Perception?
1.
Nat 20.
Thank goodness.
You notice as Lachlan and Magnus part ways to walk away from each other that Magnus turns around to look back at Lachlan really quick before he walks into the factory. And with that nat 20, you also notice that there is a window above the rear entrance, and you see Edvard peering down, watching the interaction. And as soon as they split up, you see him walk further into the building.
You're Malone now, though.
Yeah, that's right. You are Malone now.
Give him like a, what are you looking at?
He doesn't see you.
Yeah, that's actually.
I grab him.
So you guys,
People that saw
I
that.
grab Argord.
you guys.
What did you get?
Lachlan.
I got a 13.
Lachlan comes aboard the blimp. And do you wanna, as the blimp
does
takes
what?
off and you guys soar into the
I
sky.
wasn't gonna make that joke.
As you guys soar into the sky in this blimp, Lachlan is, I'm assuming, fairly upset.
Yeah, he's just like kind of gonna put his like he's gonna put his head between his knees.
Mike
and just
Wazowski.
crouch in a corner
Okay.
and just kind of hole up there and just kind of just be.
I'm just loving this whole experience. I'm like looking out the window. I turn to the doc and I'm like, Doc, you got anything stronger than this?
Yeah, I do. I took it and I actually pull out and I turn around, I take one of the sleep syringes, use it and put it back in the cigar, and just hope. I don't know.
Oh, that's his specialty.
Oh, great.
Just a bunch of sedatives.
Yeah. Is he sitting like with his back against like the railing?
The outside.
The whole room is enclosed.
Wow. I do this.
Kruk does one of these.
I just have a gas
Same.
mask. I just.
Yeah, you guys ask God.
Yeah.
I just have
And
Lachlan
Kruk
is
starts
unconscious.
rushing to open windows as you make a Constitution saving throw, DC 20.
Oh my god. We're all done.
5.
Yeah, no, you're knocked out.
He's dead.
You're unconscious instantly.
How big is this blimp, by the way?
It's a decent
Like
size.
multiple rooms
Malone's
or just
there.
one big room? Or
It's
like, do we have
it's
our
got,
private
like,
rooms? Like, are we going to sleep on the
now-
blimp?
No,
Oh.
you're only gonna be on the blimp
Now we have
for a couple of hours.
Oh, okay.
And then it ends for
When he
you
goes-
where you're
when
going
he
next.
goes
Oh,
turns
okay.
back
So it's
into
mostly
Mongo,
just like a
he goes
transportation
more.
blimp. There's
Yes,
not really
yes.
like private rooms and
Got
stuff.
it. Okay.
But there's a bathroom.
Got it. Okay.
So if you guys are okay with it, I'm gonna skip to when you guys arrive in Cucksport and we can wrap up the session. Unless you want to do some roleplay
I
before.
want to say a few things. Well,
Sure.
does he just sleep? And
He's knocked out.
Go ahead.
He's out for the rest of the session.
I take a syringe and take his blood.
What? Post
That's
Malone?
fair.
I look around, listen. Obviously, there's something going on with Alphonzo, and this is for his own good right now.
Lachlan's
Why did
secondhand
Alphonso
smoked
tell
out.
us about this?
Isn't that against that's against like HIPAA or something, right?
What's it? as I draw the blood.
Why did Alphonso tell us that this was like a thing? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. Just people. People be like this. And
People be people and
People be people.
People
and-
be like
yeah,
this,
people-
Dr.
True
Malik.
Malicism.
Dr. Malicism.
People be like this.
People be like this.
this is unethical.
This is unethical.
Dr. Malik's like typical human.
Typical human.
Dr. Malik.
So
But we-
you hate Dr. Malik.
What was that?
I hate Dr. Melon.
The doctor.
I mean, who likes Dr. Melon, truly?
I love Dr. Melon.
As a
I don't.
character, yes,
Yeah.
but like,
No.
and you
Like,
are character.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, he's all.
Croc loves him.
Croc loves
She's
him.
kind of evil.
You got
Amen.
fun.
Little
Is he?
bit.
It's good.
Oh.
He's literally stealing your blood.
It's just for your own good. We have to figure
I
out.
don't
what's
think it's for my own good. I think it's for his experiments.
He's
It's
gonna,
both.
He's gonna clone
It's
you.
and or.
This can't be good.
But there's some other things, Croc, we need to figure out with Alphonso. But did you notice? I mean, Wilbert, Croc, Lachlan.
Oh, he didn't put the gas mask on.
Okay. I cover him. I
Second
cover.
one
I
smoke.
cover Lachlan with a blanket.
I do this.
All right. Did you see anything with Alphonso?
He was
Nothing.
up on the stage or like on the witness stand, and then suddenly he just, I don't know, he just changed.
I noticed that too.
He was really good at playing the lute or whatever.
What was the instrument?
He
Was
He
it-
played. He
Yeah.
played the
Oh,
stupid
we-
lute
we
that he hasn't
found
played
him.
yet.
Yes.
Yeah, we
I played
found
it
him.
once.
He
Yeah,
played it
he
once.
played it.
He
don't
actually
think I
did
was
a pretty. He did like a mediocre job.
I
I
don't
know he
think I
was like
there.
surprisingly really good at it all of a sudden. And then he talked his way out of prison. He like convinced the guard to let him go.
His demeanor obviously has changed too. Anything he speak on? Any
He's-
important info?
Well, he said that, like I told you, he thinks it's like 300 years in the past.
300 years in the past.
304 years to be exact.
Interesting.
And on top of that, he was talking to Lachlan about dating.
Okay, that's not important info.
And he said that he was drinking last night.
Mm,
That's all I remember.
interesting.
Yeah, it seems. Yeah.
Okay.
You see a vein pop out.
Filda. We haven't gone to catch up.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't inhale any of that sedative.
I was ready. I was going to. I know. I was going to give her the gas mask.
She's probably not like in the room with you guys. She's probably out, like
Yeah.
gazing out over
Yeah.
the railing. If you want to go talk to her.
Did Croc make any caffeinated little pills or potions?
While you're on the blimp, he'll make some.
Okay. I'll tell her I'm gonna make you something that you, once you feel drowsy, you take, and it should
Okay.
boost your adrenaline and keep you up. But it's a temporary reprieve. We have to find this better solution.
She looks very frail, by the way. She looks very like you can see like her arms are like really like not much muscle or fat on them.
I have some rations I give her.
She takes them and
Gobbles them.
she just like takes a couple bites and then puts it down and just kind of doesn't seem appetized whatsoever. And she just kind of sighs and she says, "Why are you doing this for me?"
I promised I would help you.
Yummy. I don't understand anything about what is happening with me.
What do you? I know you talked about on the boat, but were there any missing details about the nature of your curse or whatever it might be?
Just
I mean,
one night it just started happening.
We figured out the name that most likely it is, and is the fallen angel. Does that ring a bell? Usually you screamed. I mean, I didn't see the transformation until the courtroom. When I saw it, you let a loud shriek, and then you were back to this form. Was there anything, do you remember, was there anything that triggered that be the night?
I remember I was in custody and they fed me some food, and then they had me drink some sort of herbal mixture, and the next thing I remember I was waking up in that cage.
They probably put you to sleep with that. Do you remember anything way back that you missed from the first night you were cursed? Does the fallen angel ring a bell or
No,
anything?
it was a pretty ordinary night, honestly. I was living with my sister, and we nothing out of the ordinary. Dinner, I went to bed probably fairly early when the sun went down. And when I woke up the next morning, my room was in ruin. And my sister had left the house out of fear, and she kicked me out a couple of days later when it kept recurring.
And your sister's still alive.
Yes.
I mean, you looked pretty vicious. It's interesting that your sister was able to just get out, away from you. Seems it's really hard to contain you, so...
Well,
Does she play a role, do you think, in any of this ever? Did you ever come across that?
no,
one?
my sister loves me. And she cares about me. She wouldn't do anything like that.
But she kicked you out. I mean, I know for her
I
own
was a
safety,
danger to her.
but she didn't even try reaching out to different people. I mean, to
Well,
help.
that's why I went on the boat. Try and get some help.
Well, the biggest thing is just to stay awake then.
I'll do my best. I am very weak. So
And you need to eat. Whether you like
she
it or
takes
not.
another bite. It's not very good.
I don't care. I'm sorry. Just eat.
All right.
I need you strong, and you have a better chance of staying awake and not hurting yourself. Or we don't know the whole true nature yet, and I only have a few weeks with you before I have to report back. And so we go on this trip, we see what we can find, and then we go back and hopefully, at the minimum, Hedvard might have something. We left him with some research, but until then. And so then I just walk back in.
She goes back to gazing out over the vast reaches of Alluvia below you. Anybody else before we jump to? Okay. So the blimp, as the sun goes down, you guys can see the sunset from up on this blimp in the sky. You guys reach this backmost kind of peninsula of Alluvia, and you land just outside of Cuxport. They let you out of the blimp, and you were set up at an inn. They told you the name. You go to the inn. They feed you. You have each have your own private rooms. You can long rest, and you guys will leave on your journey the next morning.
Okay.
So you guys go to sleep, and
Make sure
in the
Filda
middle
doesn't
of
go to sleep.
Then.
Make sure Filda doesn't go to sleep.
in the middle of the night, Noggle
Nice.
wakes up to a knock at his door.
A nog at his pig. I say, come in.
As you say come in, you see a piece of paper slide under the door.
Not this again.
This again.
I look. I read it.
You pick it up and read it.
Yeah.
It says, "The world is run by murderers and thieves. A new one arrives when everyone leaves. The answers you seek are hidden above, for the crown is not the evil we speak of. If your true intent is to take down the system, seek the wizard and ask for his wisdom." And then at the bottom of the note, you see it's signed Aquarian.
Ah.
And that is where we're going to end
Not
the
dead.
episode for today.
Aquarian. Interesting. So powerful.
Until next time.
Let's go.